Hello, this is Arminda from MyCoCreations, and today I'm going to show you how to make a plant box for shipping your plants. The reason why I made this video is because I couldn't find any plant boxes that were specific for shipping. The plants that I ship are all different types of shapes and sizes, and wasn't able to find one, so I decided to create one for myself. So I decided also that I would share this with you guys because I know there's a lot of plant lovers out there and a lot of people that are trying to share their plants, shipping them all around the world, and it's not too fun when you don't have a lot of success and you have to reship and reship. So I decided to try to figure out the best way to accommodate the shipping process of live plants. This is what I've come up with, and I'm about to show you all the items that you need, all the steps, and I'll also post on my blog step-by-step instructions along with the video. So to start, what we need are a pair of scissors, a pencil, a ruler, and a cardboard box that's bigger than the dimensions of the box that will result in your shipping box. And the way that you get those sizes are based on the measurement of the actual plant and the pot that the plant will be shipped in, or the package that the plant will be shipped in. So I'm going to do this vlog in two different sections, two different parts. The first part I'll show you how to make the box, and the second part I'll show you how to wrap, package, and ship the actual plant in the shipping box that we've created today. So here we go. The first thing that you want to do is you want to measure the pot circumference, or the widest part of your pot. This is one of the cacao plants, or cocoa, where chocolate comes from, and this is one of the plants that I've grown from seed, and I'm sharing it with many people around the world, and so I will be shipping this one out tomorrow. So I decided to use it as a model for the pots or the boxes that we create. So the first part is to measure the widest part. Once you get that measurement, go ahead and write it down. Mine is about 3.5 inches. Always be sure to make it a little bit wider than what the actual size is, so that it accommodates, the box is accommodating it properly and holding it snugly, but not giving it too much room to wiggle around. So the widest part of my pot is 3.5 inches, and then you're going to measure the height, which would be from the bottom of the pot all the way to the top of the plant. You want the entire plant to be covered, encased in this box, so you want to make it just a little bit taller. And in my case, my pot, or the height of my pot, including the plant, is about 12 inches. So you're going to cut out a piece of cardboard box, and the measurement should be 5 times the width that you've measured here across the widest part, and that's going to give you the length of your pot, of your box, excuse me. And then the height is going to be whatever the height of your plant, including the pot, plus 2.5 inches. So my box that I've cut out is about 19.5 inches by 14.5 inches. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mark from the bottom, pick a side lengthwise, and go ahead and find the 2.5 inch mark, and you just mark that with a line. Let me go ahead and move that out the way. And you're going to extend that line all the way across the bottom, or whichever side you picked, of your box. Now what that's doing is that's creating the bottom part of your box, which is actually going to hold, going to be a lot of the support for your box. Then what you're going to do is you're also going to make little marks whatever the width of your circumference of your pot was, and in my case it was about 3.5 inches. So I'm going to mark every 3.5 inches mark a little line going across. And then what you'll have is you'll have your 5 sides. You should have 5 sections at that point. So I'm going to go ahead and put that to the side because I've already got one cut out. It's a little bit, we'll go a little bit faster here. So basically what you do is if you have an X-Acto knife, that's going to be the best. If you don't have an X-Acto knife, that's fine. You can use a pair of scissors. Just make sure they're really sharp and use the pointy side. Now you're going to be using it with the blades wide open, so just be careful. That, you know, if you have a sharp pair of scissors, just be very careful. So what you want to do is you're going to score using, I'm going to use my X-Acto knife, but you can use your scissors, and you're just going to score across that line where you've marked 2.5 inches for the bottom. Now you don't want to go all the way through to the other side. As you can see, there's no line here, so you don't want to go all the way through the cardboard. You're just scoring it so that it's easier to fold when it's time to fold your box up. Now you're also going to score all the way down each of those 5 sections that you've created, just all the way down to the bottom. Now when you do that, you should have a box that looks like this. 5 sections, and then you've got 5 bottoms. Now to separate those bottoms, you're going to need to cut each one of those up to the 2.5 inch mark. Do not cut beyond that. You want this part to flap open. Let's see if I can turn this around here. See, there's a flap. Now you want those all to be separated because that's going to allow you to make a bottom for your box. Now also the next part that you want to do is you're going to make the centerpiece. This is going to be placed between the 3rd and 4th panels of your box. And what this is useful for is to help keep your pot sturdy. So how you get the measurements to measure this is, again, what is the total height of your pot only, we're not including the height of the plant at this point, just the total height of the pot. So in my case, it's about 5 inches. So from the bottom, where we mark the flaps, we're going to go ahead and mark a line between the 3rd and the 4th columns. We're going to mark at the 5 inch. And you're going to mark on both sides of your box, or excuse me, both sides of the panel, 3 and 4 panels. So you'll have about an inch wide mark on both sides. Now the first line is going to be exactly 5 inches, and then the next line above that, go ahead and mark another inch. And I'll explain to you why we're doing that in a minute. So when you're done, you will have this little section right here. Now we're not marking on the sides, we're just marking on the top and the bottom. Now the next part is to mark your little tag, I guess it would be called. So you should have a little flap on the end of your 5th column. You're going to want to mark about an inch wide. And again, you're going to use the same 5 inch marking lines that you used here in the center to make them. So 5 inches from the bottom, go ahead and mark an inch little tab. And this is what you're going to have once you cut it out. It looks like this. The final piece is to make the little hole that your tab is going to fit into. And this is what locks the box shut and keeps, one of the things that keeps it in place, but it locks the box shut. So what you're going to do here is, again, marking from the bottom. You're going to go up to 5 inches, just place your ruler there and go up to the 5 inch mark and place a little line with your pencil so that you know where the 5 inch mark is. Now you're just going to put a line an inch down in the center of where you scored And this is, again, on the first column. This is what you have here. You can't really see it too well, but it's going to be a line right here. And finally, you're going to score all the way, not score, but you're going to go all the way through on that part, and also this line that you made in the center, these two lines here, you're going to go all the way through them. Again, I'm using my X-Acto knife, but you can use your scissors. Now when you mark all the way through, let's see if I can get you to see that. You'll see that it goes through both sides. So you're not scoring like you did on these where it's not going all the way through. You're just going all the way through. And also here's the little mark that you made, the 1 inch in the first column. You're going to go all the way through there. And you can widen that a little bit with your finger or using your scissors to make it just a little wider. And there you have it. Your box is ready to be put together. So in the next section I'll show you how to actually fold the box and how to use it. Okay, so now that your box has been cut out, you've marked your 5 columns based on the width, the widest width of the circumference of your pot. You've cut out and scored all of the sections that I've noted, and now you're ready to put it together. So, this is how you put your box together. You fold up the first flap, and this part you can fold in really in any way you want, but just keep folding along, and where you've scored is the line that you want to fold on. So, because you've made 5 equal sections, your box should look like this. Once you fold it all up, it should look like this. However, if I let it go, it's just going to fly open. So what we need to do is secure the box by placing this tab into the hole that we widened with the scissors. So you just go ahead and pop it in there, and if it's a little difficult, you might have to widen it just a little bit more with your scissors or your finger to make sure it gets in there. Once you get it in there nice and firmly, then you'll just want to tape this part of the box up, and you're ready to ship. This is your box. Now, you can simply place your pot into the box, making sure that all of the leaves are in there. The final step is to secure the box by placing your little tab into the hole, and then to push in the tab that you created. Just push it in, and it should land right above the top of your pot, and that's what is used to secure it so that it doesn't move around during shipping. It can't go anywhere. And that's basically it. So in the next video I'll show you how to how to package your plants for shipping. So I packaged the plant before I put it in this box, and then I put this box into a packaging box, or a big box, which will be delivered to the customer. So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to email me questions at MyCoCreations.com, and I will also be offering custom size boxes that I can make for you. If you're unable to follow my instructions or don't have the time, I'll be willing to do that for you. So feel free to inbox me or follow me on Facebook or Twitter and connect with me. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and please comment, share, and let me know what you think about this. Have a great day.